Plus this Angel Firework, pretty good spot. If they go crazy and start tapping out, that's kind of confidence with like this attack. They'd have to wipe their own Shieldred though, you know, they're wiping their own Kiki. If that's the direction they want to take it, by all means, let's roll Diggy. Do it. Do it. Get to my 26 life and tap your creatures. No, no removal. That's not what I meant. Right side. Now they do it. Oh, come on. Don't be scared. We're in a bit of trouble. Celix is much better. 2 now.
What do you do for work? You're a doctor? Wow, that's really not what I would have expected from you. Are you lying? What kind of doctor? Regular? He is lying for sure.
I am so excited to show you what we've been working on for the last 4 years. Marvel Snap is the culmination of everything we've learned about making super fun card games, combined with the power of the Marvel Universe. The cards focus on the heroes and villains. And every card in Marvel Snap has a unique ability. There's never been a game like Marvel Snap, and we're so excited to share it with you.
I want to force literally any damage we can get, we're gonna take. Shieldred, you are busted, dude. Interesting, they are gonna hit it on 3 to wipe our own Kiki. I didn't expect that one. That was the point of using it, that my field's gone. Brutal! I think they have single target. I feel like they do. We are finally going to stop our rampage. It's come to an end, ladies and gentlemen. All it took was Shieldred, Eagle, Invoke Despair, and then Invoke Despair with the counter spell. So it's the nightmare. Rain deck. Helps will strike again. We will be back with a vengeance, my friend. A fantastic day. Thank you for the match. Alright, going first. We mulligan. Level 6. And, well, I guess you're not super needed. See you later, dude. You're a little slow with a Gallop on 2, 3. And moment, maybe me something else on board with it. Don't you? It's a little early to talk all that. I'm surprised they don't take the Ubo. Fish the lands. Ginny Bay, jet your second in play. 3/3 that allows us to create the Duggery News. Don't you think them go? Get that treasure though. Get this out, it can animate a land, I guess. Next turn. 3/5 total. Let's go. Keep that land in hand for an additional set of attackers next turn. They do have haste, so oh, tapping for the draw. That's not gonna do it, dude. I'm about to smash my spacebar, bro. Oh, good game. Nice. Alrighty, opponent goes first. We're gonna keep 7. And table on 3 thanks to the long speaker. Long. Gangbuster just will not stop. Oh, hello again. Straight to AO as quick as we can. Give me a Fable. Absolutely. Blips, and it's much more than just a 1/1, it's a 2/2. It activates a draw. You know, it's a thing. Stop it, bro. Let's see if we don't have an answer. That card might beat us. That card might actually beat us. Oh no. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to jinx it, you know? What if they were listening? What if they were listening? Oh! Ooh. I was like, I don't have a way to deal with this right off the top, and then they fall into the trap. Oh, yes. Beautiful. That was like popdeck.exe.com/new subscription, dude. Jeez, beautiful. Enemy creatures, I doubt they have a field way. Dude with mindset. Interesting. Oh no, it's like so many good cards. Gallic is Ginny. And the Leap because of draw.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing? Preparing for his next career as a commentator. He's really young for that. All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Okay, let's go down on the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Think so. Making a blocker. We can make a treasure here. We're at 19 life, right? I don't want to lose this so much because there's Jenny too, and they can just block it. So here comes, like the moment of truth. Do they have a field wave or are we good to go? Proctologist, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. Wide load, baby. Going wider than 2 fighting announcements. That is to be worth something. Oh, do I want to draw a card? Let me think. Yes. Token. Here's Ginny. Big Wolfskers. Elf's best friend. Lugo. And then a secondary counter. Fantastic. And, oh, sure. Okay, 2 life. Ouch. How will I gain that back? Drawing a card? I guess so. Getting that life back. Take another Tertiary. Attack with Trample. Oh, did someone say Dugo? We lose the Gubo. Yeah, Iconoclast actually goes as well with a double block. Interesting. We're about to draw some cards as well. Make some more dogs. It's beginning to believe. You think that's air you're breathing now? Oh, Lord have frickin' mercy, bro. Can I get a top deck? I don't even care what to have creatures. But draw cards anyways. Oh, yes. Yes. Can I get a new go? It's a good deck, but you don't actually even have to use Kiki Jiki, right? Fantastic. We don't really need life gain at this moment. Is that a Wandering Emperor? Assuredly. Do I only attack with Vigilance and Laugh? And force them to use like the first strike or something, right? Sure. Walk and you go. Big hit with that life game. 26, that's fair. They certainly do need a field wave. This is an overbearing field state. All because we dealt with that, the blast! It's a bit late now though, bro. 7-7 though. The air vigilance. 8-8 now. Wolf goes to 9-9 after the announcement flips skis. But sadly, they're tapped, and that's not. He's good. Definitely not bad. Hey. What do we do? I think. Okay. Roger that. Yep. I'm gonna decline these this time. Counter. Guess we should have done this first. This would have been reserves. Whichever elves. It's an elf lord, right? There's one on the team. I guess they're doing haste as well.
Listen. Fairmont. I am nature. I am self.
From the palaces of sand to the wilds of the imagination,
The infinite blue beyond.
spectacular horizons,
Life rushes through me.
a revenant celebration.
Fairmont.
Some people like to talk into microphones. We prefer dropping them. MDX Type X, a new era of premium performance.
These ones will have haste. We need cats. We have to. These are tapped, aren't they? Oh, they should definitely be tapped. Sorry about that, cat mouse. For some reason, I was thinking haste, and I forgot that they're tapped. It's below. For sure, for sure, for sure. I guess we keep you back. Call you back. That's sad. I guess. Next turn. Thinking of the wheel, I guess. I don't know. Cross and cards. There's too many options in all the life. Like, oh my lord. This is what I call a face roll deck. Space bars is what I like to say in the chat when people play like this. But it's original, so suck it. You're gonna need to hit. Well, actually, 4 turns is not that bad. That's pretty good. We all know it's much more than this, but. Shh. Oh no. Oh no! Not so funny now, is it, HGG? Not so funny. We should have drawn. 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 And we're gonna get punished now. Do they have a wandering emperor? No. Next one. Can they draw one? Maybe. No. Get another blocker here. Ooh. Wow. It just goes to show you how good Farewell is. top deck 3 lands in a row. What the hell? You're a cheater. May as well keep it to bring back all you guys. So great. Just the substantial bit. Like swinging your domain. But then they get their 2-drop back if they block. Which sucks. Oh, we are not gonna get this. Farewell, ladies and gentlemen. The best card in the whole world. Don't you? It's tapped. It's tapped. Of course you do. A third wedding announcement. Another legend. Plus, of course, more cards to play. And I'll get another land. Yes. That's hilarious. What a comeback. Down to 1. There it is. Hey girl. That's the nail in my coffin. Good game. We got pretty close. I was just playing like an idiot, you know, it's like there's unlimited value. I was not expecting a farewell or a field wipe in a deck with that many creatures, you know. Honestly wasn't expecting it, so that's a good play on nice deck building. Keep the draw, get more advantage. Oh look, another land. That's only what, 5th in a row. Vigilance is literally putting it into our life. Why do you have to be there? Yikes. Top deck. May I offer you my top deck? Bro's got gas, dude. Like, they were empty-handed after that farewell, and they just like, boom, 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 boom. There's everything. Let's go. No blocks. Let's go, lightning strike. I concede. Good game. There's not a single thing we can get that would get us out of this. Maybe a lightning strike into the deck. What do you think about that, chat? No, Helena and Alina will do it. Not a goddamn thing, and we're dead next turn. So, okay. Rock and roll. Let's play some elves, baby. Helena and Alina. Don't worry about their elves. You just can't tell. Not spent enough time playing Magic. I notice. It's all based on the artwork, not what the card says. Real, isn't it? Did you know this? Those lilies. Tell me a toesy woesies. Let's be honest here. Wow, graveyard response. Unexpected. One try hard. anyways, though, and that's just making me wish. But what we do have is a big high cliff. We're coming at you, dude. Taking our 6 and going home about it. Block it or deal with it later. And they might just take it because I have 20 life, so it's not a big thing, and we're gonna eat 6 regardless because they are tapped. Ichiji taps target copy. Plus 6 life. A sacrifice of Liquid Dancer is an additional cost. Sip this sick brew, dude. Another Trespasser, I've never seen those before. Literally never seen those before. Maybe I should probably read that card. I'm hitting exile creatures from graveyards to deal damage. Down to 11. What a bully. They danced. This is for 2. Oh, 3, sorry. And again, you know, back in there. Give me my life back. Arena has stolen so much from me, I demand it back. And hopefully, there's no more. Death touch. Hopefully, this dancer can take us home with some big top decks, you know, not these lands. I'm sure we have enough of them. But, use big top duties. Oh? I mean, you're gonna kill everyone. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of damage, dookie. And turn. It is night. Whatever, dude. Sorted. So now they're not using our silence. I'm confused. It would, why not Silex? The card next turn. Sorry, next turn. This is an interesting make. Oh no. Slave life. I go. Cycle. You just can't escape the land. They have to block with at least one. Imagine if we had a protection spell here. We should have Crucible in the time call, I suppose. I don't really know if they have another cut down in hand. I'm worried about that. Striking Elena and Alina. We're just gonna get roped out here. We're upset. You have to remember, we don't know what they have in hand, so even though it potentially is lethal, sometimes better. I know they have a field wipe here. I know we're getting a lot of damage in. And then if I keep this in hand for after a wipe, it's confirmed. There you go. If they had cut down, they would have already used it, probably. Maybe. End of the day, a win's a win's a win. No. We'll allow it. Take it. Trespassers, how could you lose? I know. And also, let's not forget the Shieldred, the original cut down.
I trip my chest staring into the shape of small animals. It's a squirrel.
You don't need to get that personal. Forget the State Farm personal price plan. It just helps you create affordable price. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Planeswalker, the field wipe. It's this little piggy went to your like twirl, you know. Holy Toledo's space bars getting the job done. Leaffoot Dancer, it's been nice to play with you. Honestly, a lot of fun to, you know, use some cards that didn't really get to see a lot of play. I do think that the Elf Lord in Standard has been a pleasant surprise. When I seen the Elf, the Goblin, the Merfolk, I'm like, okay, well these are for Pioneer, they're for Explorer decks. Yes, that's totally true, but we've seen the Goblin deck do very well now in Standard. We've seen the Elf deck do very well in Standard. Can we make, and Soldiers as well, but you know, it's not really nearly as cool. It's there. Can we do a Merfolk deck is kind of the question I have, and will be as strong as the Elves and the Goblins, so, and even for that matter, the Soldiers as well. That was maybe even best because it's just super busted, but at the end of the day, having a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to tear into the pack now. Of course, you know, leave your comments out on the end. All of this, let me know. You guys, right? Obviously, because I'm doing this for a living. What can we do to improve this whole situation? I do love the little baby Darkins. This is the Dragon Well. Love to see it. Just a sad island. Sad Swarm. Vine Turner. Geyser. It's all for time. Interesting. Bone Rattle. Cyclones. It's brutal too. The Goblin. Alt Art Fury Rider. Literally trash. Another Bone Rattler. This is Alt Art. Bird Migration. I don't know, but I think it has potential in the future. Holographic Solve for Time. Oh, wow, that is a disappointing pattern, ladies and gentlemen. But that's what happens when the rest of the box was so good. You know, then Bird Migration. Now we can domain for a bunch of 3/3s, and we can grab a basic land 8/3 life. Really discard / channel of it, which is pretty cool. So, have you made any cool decks with that card? Let me know in the comments below. Most importantly, have a magical day. Don't forget about some content, members only. I guess that is some content, but all that on Sunday and more. And yeah, just really looking forward to the Brothers War soon. We also have Explorer Anthology coming out soon as well, so stay tuned for all of that. We have a magical day. We'll catch you soon.
$5 you're away, I rule this day. Nuggets, fries, drink bars just been raised. And Barbecue Junior is something new. A barbecue bacon junior just for you. Having your way.
Hello, good game. Welcome back, Ghouls and Goblins. First things first, I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We have a new mid-range deck in the top 700 Mythic. Jund, black, green, and red, utilizing dragons in standard best of 1. In today's video, we're going to break down the deck list in depth, talk about the strategies, the synergies, then demonstrate all of this within the gameplay footage, giving you a deeper understanding of exactly how it is all meant to play out. And then we'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, and card of the day. Make sure to like the video to show your support, subscribe to the channel, and tell your friends and family about Hello the Game on YouTube. If you each tell a friend, we'll double the subscribers. Right? Easy, it's just simple math. Let's take a look at the deck. Alrighty, here we are with Jund Dragons, one of, you know, the more aggressive mid recent months not utilizing the new vehicles, which are super busted, kind of taking advantage of the new Dragon Kami Reborn enchantment and Atsushi, the Blazing Sky, alongside the Rising Star. So there's some really cool interactions within Kamigawa via the new Spirit Dragons, which is super exciting. And then we've got a couple of the older dragons in the build as well, Gold Tooth Dragon, Hammerstone Predator, as we do want to have as many dragons in play as possible to take advantage of the Kami Reborn. Other than that, we're really just kind of ramping into it. It's a really simple deck. You ramp and then you dragon. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And if you do this, you're gonna have probably not only a super fun time, but a pretty easy and enjoyable experience ranking up through Mythic. So let's start out with the deck. Of course, it is 60 card standard, best of 1, 2.9 average mana value, 20 creatures, 16 non-creatures, and 24 land. We have a fairly even split between our three colors. And first things first, the Ramshambling Gas is a 1/1 for 1. Whenever it dies, you can give another target an opponent controls -1/-1 until the end of turn, or you can create a treasure token for yourself, and obviously that treasure token will tap to sacrifice, adding 1 mana of any color until we have Gold Tooth Dragon in play, at which point the artifact treasures that we have will sacrifice to add 2 mana of any one color instead, which is really quite nice. Moving on for turn 2 ramp, we have the Prosperous Innkeeper. Move 1/1, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control on top of the Innkeeper, gain 1 life, which is really cool, and you'll also create a treasure on ETB there, which is nice. And then Deadly Dispute, also for 2 at instant speed, has an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards, then create a treasure token. Again, sacrificing the gas creates a treasure, the dispute creates a treasure, now you draw 2 cards. That is absolutely incredible. And even later on in game, we can potentially be sacrificing our treasures to create a treasure to draw 2 cards, right? So just kind of propelling ourselves through the deck. We also have ramp on turn 3 through Jugon Defends the Temple. This is an enchantment saga, and when it enters play, create a 1/1 green human monk creature token with tap to add 1 green mana. On our next draw step, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. And then exile and return transformed as Remnant of the Rising Star. This is a 2/2 enchantment creature Dragon Spear with flying, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X. When you do, put X +1/+1 counters on that creature. And as long as there are 5 or more modified creatures, the Rising Star will receive +5/+5 and have trample. A modified creature is anything that is equipped, has an aura or an enchantment attached to it, or counter +1/+1, poison, death touch, first strike. But it does have to be in counter form, which is more specific. However, it is possible. And then through the modified creatures, you know, we have the 7/7 dragon that's going to smash in with trample. We also have the Blazing Sky as a 4/4 with trample, which is really nice. So if you can play the Blazing Sky after the Remnant is in play, you can dump all of your mana on top of the Blazing Sky. You know, now you've got maybe a 10/10 with trample, which is really exciting. And then when it dies, you get to choose 1. Exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards or create 3 treasure tokens. So, you know, even the Blazing Sky acts as a form of ramp for us on turn 4 when it dies, which is really exciting. And then we're ramping still furthermore on turn 5 with Gold Tooth Dragon. Whenever it attacks or becomes a target of the spell, create a treasure token. And all of those treasures that we were able to accumulate now will sacrifice themselves for double mana, which is really exciting. Moving away from this, we have the Hammerstone Predator. For 4, it's a 3/3 with flying, and whenever it becomes tapped, you get to exile a card from a graveyard and put a +1/+1 counter on the Predator. You can sacrifice a creature to give it indestructible until the end of turn and tap it as an effect of this. So this is really nice because it gives us the ability to sacrifice our creatures to gain indestructible, or just put a +1/+1 counter on it if we want. And, you know, this is where things begin to get a little bit weird. So pay attention. The Predator can instant speed sacrifice things on our opponent's end step, just to tap itself to gain that +1/+1 counter, so it's bigger and it's badder. And we can trigger the Dragon Kami's Egg, which is really exciting. So first off, the Reborn is an enchantment for 3. When it enters play and on our next draw step, you gain 2 life. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, exile 1 of them face down with a hatchling counter on it. Then put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. So this is decent because it has sustainability through the life gain, which is nice. We're sifting through our library, which is nice, finding the more important cards, getting, you know, extra land by chance, and collecting the bangers, right? want, but at the end of the day, you can take any creature here. And then finally, exile and transform into the Kami's Egg. This is a 0-1, which is very nice to be played or have transform after the Rising Star, because then you can dump your mana into the egg. Obviously, it does it on your upkeep, so you'll have all this mana untapped to, you know, make the egg a 4/5, a 6, 7, or, you know, whatever it happens to be with that mana through the Rising Star. And then it's not just a 0-1 that's sitting there. It gets better though. Whenever the egg or another dragon you control dies, you may cast a creature spell from among cards you own in exile with hatchling counters on them without paying the mana cost. So first thing, they all put hatchling counters. All 4 copies do hatchling counters, and you only need 1 of them in play to play the cards that were exiled with all of them. That is very, very good. We can also, like I said, at our opponent's end step, sacrifice a dragon to play a creature from the egg for free, which is very, very exciting. So typically you don't want to be sacrificing your creatures. However, we have Etsushi, the Blazing Sky. Now this is a legendary creature, so it would be sacrificed through the legendary rule anyways. If we have a copy of it in Kami's Egg Hatchling collection, maybe we have one in our hand and we have one in field, we can Predator on our opponent's end step, the Etsushi that just attacked, just did damage. We can either draw cards or we can make treasures. Both are fantastic. That will trigger the Kami Egg. And then on our opponent's end step, we get a dragon out, right? A creature in general doesn't have to be a dragon. You know, if it's a Predator or another Blazing Sky, that summoning sickness is gone, and you know, who cares if it's a gold spam, that's fine as well, right? So this is fantastic, right? So we can flood the field with creatures for free, which is really, really nice. And some of the matches in which we were able to demonstrate this for you guys today is absolutely breathtaking. Talk about mid-range. Definitely back on the menu, thanks to Kami's Reborn, which is super exciting. So, you know, it does seem like a fairly basic deck. There's a little bit of removal here through Infernal Grasp. Obviously, we're sacrificing things we don't want, like a Tigrid, to be in play ever. There's a few creatures that we will have to kind of identify. Not really worrying about Planeswalkers, because we'll just open up the attack lands and attack Planeswalkers together fairly easily. And then we have some lands. Obviously, the Mire can bring back some of the dragons from the graveyard, preferably the Blazing Sky. We have the Crucible, which can make some extra attackers or defenders, and then Who Endures to control any enchantments or effects or lands that we don't like, with some you know, pathways and tool lines for consistency's sake here. No sideboard as we're playing best of 1. Guys, this is Jund Dragons. I love it. Really looking forward to it. We have a few ideas for the deck as we wrap up, but you know, as far as things go right now, I'm loving it. And this is competing not only against the best decks in the world, and you know, we're beating that enchantments deck today, you guys, you know it, but we're also beating the best players in the world, which is really cool. So I do think that this deck shines. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure to like the video, show your support, subscribe to the channel, and like I said, tell your friends and family about Hello Good Game on YouTube. If we can expand the channel, that would be, of course, great for me. Cheers, you guys. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. Enjoy today's gameplay. 2 red land. Makes a very unfriendly hand. Keeping 6, tossing a dragon. Still no plays. Still turn 3. That's, again, really, really bad news bears. Need to survive that one. Believe it or not, is relatively helpful. Toss a red source out. We got our 3 colors of mana now. Playing against the enchantment deck. Big surprise, right? Big surprise. It's a good deck, but yeah, you know, like I'm just gonna force them to use a card out of their hand to push up their Weaver. I know they have it, but get it out of your hand is huh. Oh, to bring it back. But then they still have to discard something, right? There'd be an extra land. Out. They discard and I'd assume bring the Weaver back. Or do they ramp the land? I like to ramp the land lots, but I mean the Weaver, it's good. Good card. Into a circle. Right, nothing to see here, folks. It's not a great matchup for us typically because of all the exile. And yeah, we're just kind of left in the water here. Really bad these bears. Like a 3-win opponent. Let's see if we can top deck a red source. They double draw through the Weaver. Pretty good stuff. I mean, it's not what we need. Let's just swing in on the Architect. It's too big for us to deal with. And turn. So we can Deadly Dispute the Rising Star for the red mana, which we don't want to do, but it does propel us forward. Yikes. Let's see if they want to interact with it. I might just take the trade. Because it's such a good card, we just have to get it off the field. Are you kidding me? Another Restoration. Probably the best card in the set.
Cook County needs fresh leadership, and Dan Calandrello is the right person for Cook County Commissioner. Dan Calandrello will support our law enforcement, providing them the resources they need to reduce crime in our community. He will advocate for increases in mental health services, addressing the mental health crisis in our community. Dan will bring back resources for roads, stormwater management, and flooding. Dan Calandrello is a former